Okay, so team, we're going to go ahead and end our meeting in our optimistic closure and just think back on the year 2020. And I want you to add one statement that describes one life lesson that you have learned from this year. And Vanessa, if you want to go ahead and start and say yours and then call on someone else.
One life lesson that I've learned in 2020 is to appreciate the small things, appreciate having a home, appreciate having a job, appreciate my family. Thank you. And I will pass it to Eileen.
Thank you, Vanessa. One life lesson I've learned in 2020 is flexibility. That is my big word, is flexibility, and laugh not to cry. And with that, I am going to pass it to Jane.
Hi, everyone. So let's see, one life lesson that I've learned from 2020 is similar to being flexible, but being flexible and managing expectations. I think that's really important. So at this time, I will pass it to Beth.
Thank you. One life lesson that I have learned in 2020 is that when times are hard, suffering is difficult, but it really does bring us closer. And I'm going to pass it to Lucy.
Thank you, Beth. And one life lesson that I have learned through 2020 is that, life is short. So spend as much time as you can with the ones you love. And I am going to send it over to my friend Brittany.
Thanks, Lucy. One lesson that I have learned in 2020 is just to remember that every day is a new beginning, it's a new opportunity to connect and to appreciate the people and the things that you have in your life. And with that, I'd like to pass it on to Pretty.
Thank you so much, Brittany. One life lesson that I've learned in 2020 is that anything is possible and that connection is possible in a virtual environment. With that, I'm going to pass it on to Franceslia.
Thank you, Pretty. And one life lesson for this year would be for me, take care of myself so then I can take care of others. And I will pass it to Daisy.
Thank you, Franceslia. One lesson that I've learned this year is to give myself grace. I can't do everything, so it's okay to give myself grace. And I'm gonna pass it to Wadi.
Thank you, Daisy. So one life lesson that I've learned this year is that being connected to others is so important for our mental and physical well-being. And I'm going to pass it over to Melissa.
Thank you, Wani. For me, the lesson that I've learned is being patient and being kind. I just want to say you never know what people are going through. So sometimes being kind goes a long way. And with that being said, I'm going to pass it back to Kelly. Thank you so much.
All right, team, thank you so much. And I'm going to add my comment is that very similar to Wani's, is that people just have a need, humans have a need to be connected. All right, everyone, thank you so much for your contributions, and we hope that everyone has a super fantastic day.